welcome to Critical Questions. And I seem to be jerking around. The antidote to lockdown boredom. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today, we have got with us B, Pirate Kitty,
Hello.
Quentin Phipps,
Hey!
Godless Scummer,
Oi, oi.
and Jenni of Dave.
Good morning, all. How are you this fine day?
It's a terrible morning.
Lovely.
Lovely?
Lovely.
What are you all doing up so friggin' early?
Lovely. I haven't even been to sleep yet.
Oh,
No,
no, this guy I know. I really adore him, so I get up and get on here and put up with his shit for
Dave,
like
it's
2
20
hours.
Dave, it's like almost 1:30 in the afternoon for us.
Yeah. It's an obscene time to be up.
I don't know what the definition of sleep is, if that answers the question.
No, not really. Right.
It's overrated.
First question.
Don't mention sleep or I'm going to drift off.
I think at least 3 people here are. Maybe me. To make your answers interesting. Right. Question 1022.
We're really doing this, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your favourite attribute about yourself physical or non-physical?
In your damn business.
Say again?
That's kind of easy.
Is it?
Well, somebody go first.
Yep. Non-physical.
Non-physical. What is it?
That's not part of the question, cheater.
Shh.
Yeah,
That's complicated.
That's
I'm not going to
complicated.
answer if I have to explain what it is.
Go on, Jenni.
I'm not going to answer if I have to explain what it is.
You don't necessarily have to explain if you don't want to.
Okay, physical.
What is it?
See? I knew it.
Just plead the fifth.
I have one.
I've
you
been on
don't.
here with Jenni
Okay.
before. It's her boobs.
It's a boob.
That's what she always says.
Okay, sure. That's
She's
what
got
it
2
is.
of them. That's what Nerdy said, boobs. Syrup says non-physical.
Boobs. Sorry.
Mathpig says, I'm
You're
funny
okay.
both looking and in humour. Chad says, none, too easy knowledge. What are you doing? I was distracted and come back to you where your hands are. Spooky says, to die to sleep... Oh, talking about sleeping. Mama Atheist says, I'm 50-50 for tits and brains. And apparently Manda has amazing legs. We don't know. We're never allowed to see that lowdown.
I would have to
Damn
say
it.
mine's non-physical? Question mark.
What?
My ability to scare off people because of my red hair.
Would that not make it physical, being your red hair?
Well, fair enough. I mean, it's both. Like, I have the ability to scare people, but it also
Wait a
has to
minute.
do with my red hair.
You're a ginger. Wouldn't it be your favorite thing be the ability to shoot lasers out of your fingers?
Oh yeah, I forgot. See, like, we don't tell people about that. They don't need to know. Secret.
Jeff!
My favourite attribute is my incredible ability not to reveal what my favourite attribute is. And I'd say it's not physical.
It's his penis.
But is that not
No, he
revealed?
said
Have you
not
not just
physical.
you've just revealed what
Yeah.
it is?
No matter fucking action it gets, it's not physical.
What's yours, Dave?
We haven't finished yet. Kitty,
Non-physical.
what is it?
Oh. My mind.
Your mind.
Not my brain, my mind. Oh my
It's a
goodness.
dangerous thing. Dangerous thing.
It's a very dangerous thing. Right, next question.
No, Dave,
Dave.
what's yours? Physical or non-physical?
Look, are you going to
Yes,
change your
thank
name
you,
to
Quentin.
Manda?
I was just about to say that.
Well,
I
someone's
might have
got
to.
Someone's got to keep you in check.
Anyways,
today, haven't
Dave.
Oh, it's
Come
a
on,
hard
Daddy,
choice.
play with us, Daddy. Come on.
I'll go with
Oh my God.
non-physical.
Watch out.
I'll go with non-physical.
they? Okay.
Non-physical.
Yeah,
What would it be?
I'm not saying.
Fair enough.
Mummer Atheist says, Jeff's
Right,
hair and
now we can
Cockney
move
accent. Jeff is not Cockney, in the slightest.
Mandy, you've clearly not heard a fucking Cockney
Well,
accent.
you got to
If
read
said
all of
Cockney
it. She
accent-
said, "That's Cockney, right?" I have no idea. So she did say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spooky says he's got a Scouse accent.
Who's got a Scouse accent?
You.
Me.
Nerdy said Welsh.
Nerdy says Welsh.
Ugh.
It's totally American, right? Your accent's American.
No, he's from
Gotta
New
be.
Zealand, for God's sake. The worst thing is, he's
Northern
Scottish.
He's what?
He's Scottish.
I was born in Scotland. Yes.
I thought Northern New England was French.
I'm so confused right now.
Seraph says, I start sounding
Me too.
Cockney
I am too.
if I'm around people that speak that way. Where are you from, Seraph? How did we get onto accents?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's your fault.
That's my favourite.
It was Amanda's fault.
My favourite attribute with them would be my amazing ability for people to not recognise where the fuck my accent's from.
I know. I'm intrigued as to whether or not Spooky and Nerdy know. I'm not sure quite how to react to that.
Yeah, to be fair
Spooky
though,
said
Dave,
Scouse?
you've probably
What's Scouse?
you've probably heard a few people that sound a bit similar. I'm guessing. From somewhere you used
I just
to
want to
live.
say, Spooky Bed Hair, I love you. That's all I wanted to say.
Why? What
You know,
did you
Jeff,
say?
all you English people don't all look alike, but you do all sound alike.
We sound nothing alike. I mean, me
Oh,
and
no,
Jeff could not sound more different.
It's just one box of marbles you all share.
It's not
You
even
heard-
true. That's like saying somebody from Georgia sounds like somebody from Boston.
They do.
Not the same thing.
Hey,
Actually,
hey now.
Do not.
Funny
Well,
enough, funny
No,
you should
no,
say
no, no.
that,
In
actually,
Boston, you
because
gotta get
some
in the
of
car and go to the boss. You can get a beer.
It's funny you should say that.
It's totally
Though, 'cause we do know someone from who lives in Georgia with a New England accent. So
Huh.
I mean, we've got Bath
Be
and
damned.
Bath, and grass and grass. Which are, I mean, grass and Bath are wrong. It's Bath
the
and grass.
water in Majorca don't taste like what it oughta.
Here
That's
we have
what
grass and pot.
We have a surprising lack of that. That pig stole when you call.
I was like, what the fuck did she talk? That's great.
Right, next question.
Oh.
Question 1023. What sort of sports team could you and your exes form?
It would have to be softball because we're all lesbians.
Why do only lesbians play softball?
That's what lesbians do. We play softball.
Do you?
That's a stereotype, I think, isn't it?
It's totally a stereotype, but yet it's fucking true. But
Yeah.
the gay men play too. So it's okay.
I think over here they form rugby teams.
I'm gonna have to say the New York Giants because we all suck, even though I love the Giants.
I'd like to see
Spooky
a bunch
says
of women
chess.
playing rugby because the audience would be full of femmes. That's why I want to go hang out there.
Jenny.
I have no idea. I don't do sports.
Oh, do you want like a name, Dave, or a kind of sport?
No, just a kind of sport. Softball is a perfectly adequate
Oh,
answer.
I would say I can come up with
As
a
long
funny
as you've
name
got
if you
enough
give me 2
X's to
minutes.
fill the team.
Well, then I don't have enough. I have like 3 X's in my life.
Okay, we're good
so.
then.
Yeah.
But you could do bobsled or
Yeah.
lacrosse or not lacrosse. What's that? No, lacrosse is the one I was looking for.
All right, what about like a really
if you guys are
crappy
short
figure
on
skating
X's,
team?
you can go with basketball.
You go figure
It's only
skating.
5.
Yeah, really crappy figure skating team. I'll put it that way.
So there's
Sheriff
you and
says-
1 person. I'm sorry, Quentin.
Hey,
Sarah
man.
says, I don't think 2 is enough for a team, except maybe tennis. There's lots of teams that do doubles.
I was gonna say, does pro wrestling tag team count?
Yes.
Ooh.
Would be the Legion of Doom.
Mama Atheist says synchronized swimming. How many do you need for synchronized swimming?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm
I'd
sure
say
it's
at least 6 or something.
I've seen when they do those big flowers. It's like 50.
How about
She said, "Oh, all the
dueling with,
X's? Well, fuck. Soccer, maybe."
How about dueling with broad axes or big long swords? And
That's
stuff?
hardly a sport.
It is
Well, I
till
mean,
you're done,
stabbing
till you
someone could
lose.
be a sport,
It could be a sport.
I guess.
Brian says water
What about-
sports. Chad
Oh.
says, honestly, I think we would make a great robotics team and or soccer match. Nerdy says
Dave,
female
never
mud
again-
wrestling. What?
Never again wants to know if you're counting the ones that they were committed to,
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
or just anybody you fuck.
I
Anyone
see
you fuck.
Donald Trump is in the chat
What?
Oh my god.
under the pseudonym Brian Griffin.
Brian's I choose water sports so I can pee on him.
I
Sheriff
know. I
says
saw that.
fencing.
I was
God damn
avoiding
it.
that one.
You were avoiding
I
it.
knew that was coming. God damn it.
Granny says you can do any number from 2 up for synchronized swimming, apparently.
Well, the granny might have to pick. Well, I don't know. I guess she can't pick any of that.
I've done synchronized swimming. It's kind of fun.
So you and your exes could go synchronized swimming. Is that really
Wouldn't
a
it
team
be
I've
more
done
like
synchronized
synchronized
sleeping.
drowning? I
Synchronized
feel like
drowning.
mine would be like, yeah, mine would be synchronized drowning.
Kitty, did you answer?
I didn't, but I don't think I can't think of a team sport with such a small number. I've only got 2 X's, so
Well,
no.
there you go, bobsleigh.
Yeah, 2. Bobsled is a 4-man team, though.
You have a 4-man and a 2-man, Bob.
There's
You don't
2
have a
man.
3-man,
There's
Bob.
2 man bobsled, and
Yeah.
I think
What
there's
about
a
three?
3 man actually.
There's got to be a team with 3
What about
people.
professional ping pong?
Is that 3 people?
I think. I don't know.
You're just making it up.
But actually, while everybody else was Googling, while everybody else was answering,
Yeah,
I tried to Google 3-man team sports and couldn't come up with anything.
What about you, Dave?
Shit. Fuck.
That's not a sport. That is.
No, well,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
not good.
Hanging with John Wilde has ended up in hospital with coronavirus.
Oh.
Shit.
Who?
That's terrible.
Hanging with John Wilde. He's been in the last few weeks.
Oh,
Fast
no.
recovery, man. Fast recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
you get better, mate. Yeah.
Feel really bad about that. We're all wishing you the best. What country are you in? Please be in a sane one.
I have no idea.
Sirif says you can do a 2-man bobsled and have the other one cheer you on.
You could do a 2-man bobsled, and the third one is the bobsled.
Is the sled?
Here's the sled.
Yeah.
Slide down. Which of your exes would you pick to be the sled?
Oh, the one that was an
No
ex-husband.
comment.
That's
The one with who?
the ex-husband.
Fair enough.
I'm
the one
actually,
with the-
I'm actually still friends with my last ex. Like we talk
Hmm.
occasionally, so we're cool.
I'm
So
gonna-
like he would be the teammate. The ex-husband.
I'm
would
gonna
be the
plead.
friend.
I think I've just found a sport where each team is allowed up to 3 participants. It's
He's in Florida.
That's not
it's
good.
going to be
Oh,
one
I'm
of
sorry, Jeff.
it's going to be it's going to be Manta's favourite sport, NASCAR.
Oh,
To have 3
Oh
people.
God, I love NASCAR. I have the best snaps.
It's not
You
a
turn
sport.
that shit on, I will just go right to sleep. It's great.
So do the
there's
drivers.
nothing like getting drunk and watching cars run around.
You know that
I would
roads go
challenge-
right.
I would challenge any one of you to have the stamina and physical ability to drive a fucking NASCAR for 500 miles, 2 inches away from somebody's door at 200 miles an hour. You're gonna die.
I got this.
I didn't
Just let
say
me go hop
I
in my
could
car.
do it. I said it's boring. I'm sure
I
it's
would
exciting
get up-
if you're the driver. It's not fun if you're watching.
Yeah, it's a
No,
bit.
it's not.
It's not like you got to do any sharp turns or anything though. So
No. It's just basically.
It's kind of like watching. It's kind
How
of like
sharp
watching
does the turn
professional
have to be
poker.
at 200 miles an hour?
When it's
Yeah,
at an
well,
angle like
That's
this,
their-
it doesn't
that's their
matter.
lap speed. They actually go into
Formula.
the turn much faster.
They're making a left turn. They're making a left
Get
turn.
another turn.
Do they have
So-
sat nav
Wait
in
a
those
minute.
cars?
It's a
Wait a
fucking
minute.
thing.
Do they have
There's
sat nav in those
1,000 left
cars?
turns.
Do they have sat nav in those cars?
They have what?
Sat-nav.
Satellite?
Satellite navigation.
Probably not. They don't even have air conditioning in those fucking things.
Oh my
Seriously,
god.
I find most
well,
sport-
no, not in NASCAR. But in some race cars, they are air conditioned.
Sirif says, I find most sports boring to watch, so do I.
You want me to fall asleep quickly? Just put on some professional poker. That is the most excruciating thing for me.
Here you go, NASCAR reminds of a dog chasing its tail, round and round they go. They're now talking about math sled. You think math can make a good sled? Now Mummer is
Don't-
talking...
don't.
I don't want to go there. Right.
Well, you could
Did-
put him head first, because his head's so slick, he just slide right down the hill.
Oh, don't go up my man Math Pig like that. Don't do him dirty.
Hey, that's my little brother. I can pick on him if I want.
Yeah, but he's a fellow ginger. Okay, I gotta stand up for him.
He's not a real ginger.
Nope.
he's not real.
He
He's
has a red beard. I will stick up for him. I count that as being.
Why do you
ginger.
think he shaved his head? He wasn't going bald. Those pictures are fake. He shaved his head because it wasn't ginger. And he wants to keep the
Fair
pretense
enough.
up.
You can be my day walker. You can be a day walker. That's okay.
Who are you talking about?
Math pig.
Oh,
Jeff, did you answer?
I did ask you if like tag team wrestling counted.
You did. So you're going tag team wrestling. Very
And
good.
that is, we are taxing the definition of the word sport there a little bit, but
We were with lots of these.
Dave, what's your answer?
Hanging with John Wild says, my ex-wife, Smash Mouth Football.
That's what I was laughing at. No face masks.
I like that. Mum Rady says, I can't believe I said something that Dave won't repeat. I've won. I will repeat it. It went down a route that I didn't want the panel to go down.
Oof.
so what did she say then, Dave?
She wants to ride a math
Something
pony.
about riding Math Pig's horse
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
Okay.
Oh God, come on.
Do you want to discuss
damn
riding
it.
Math Pig?
No, not really.
Dave, you've discussed spit roasting before, so you can't take
It's
no
probably more
high
like
ground
My
there.
Little Pony,
Yes.
but whatever.
Okay, listen, this is another one of those things that all you people with dirty minds take out of context. When I was talking about spit roasting Math Pig, I was talking about putting a stick through him and roasting him over a fire. And all you
Okay,
disgusting
that's how you
dirty
spit roast.
people... What? Say again?
That's how you spit roast.
Yes.
What would they change it to?
No, that's not what these people think.
I thought it was where everybody at the party gets together, spits on the pig, and then you roast it.
And then you make jokes about it?
Yeah.
I better not go to a party at your house then. I'll get roasted.
No, you wouldn't. They just butcher you. Nobody wants to eat you. You're a ginger.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm getting into trouble for missing things. Here you go. Nerdy says, all Dave was talking about was putting a stick up Math Pig's arse. Math Pig refuses all roostings.
Mama said we have to say it right. I want to canter a math pony. Say it right.
Say it right. No.
There you go. I said it for her.
Could be. It's gonna end up being one of those like comedy streams, though, isn't it? The roast of Math Pig.
Right. Next question.
Right.
Then
Question 1024. Question 1024. If you had to plan a new city, what would be the first 5 buildings you would insist upon?
Oof. That's.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go.
Whorehouse. Pot shop.
Uh-huh.
Bar.
Uh-huh.
Or pub. I mean, depends what you're going to call it, whatever you want. As long as they've got like a long bench with stools and stuff, and you get to sit and drink your ass off.
Uh-huh.
A hospital, because you have all those other things, and then a church, because there should be at least one empty building in every city.
You don't think people might risk people using it?
I think I got mine.
Go on.
Definitely a pot shop. That's probably going to be the biggest building. A building for Fight Club, because we all have to have a Fight Club somewhere. Probably a town hall where all the stupid people can gather and bicker about stuff that doesn't matter. Definitely a bar. And maybe a gym.
Fair enough. Right. Spooky says, fish and chip
Sorry,
shop.
Dave, I've got getting a phone call. I'll be back in 2 secs.
Okay. Nerdy says, crematorium, virtual reality arcade, hospital, munchie shop, and weed vendor.
Ooh,
Seraph-
munchie shop.
Seraph says, grocery store, restaurant, mechanic, hospital, and gas station. Mama Atheist says, university, hospital, pub, dance studio, and museum. B.
Well, I'd say we shouldn't build a police station because most of them are assholes. So I would definitely go with hospital because, you got to have that. People are stupid. You have to have some kind of entertainment. So I do a whole entertainment facility and just put it all in one building, pubs and arcades and all that shit.
Yeah.
A post office because, Jeff, got to have a post office. And a farmer's market because they're better than grocery stores. You get better food.
You'll go for the
And
better class of people.
it would help the local farmers sell their wares, so that would be good. And I think you have to have some place that sells weed.
Okay, Manda
That's my
goes, damn it, forgot the weed, fuck the hospital.
See, I think being that the funeral home would be a waste of time. You could just make sure that you build enough of a
Ditch.
size to your town square that you could have a burning pit right in the middle, and then you also provide social entertainment.
Yeah, and spit roasting.
And spit
And
roasting.
spit
There you
roasting.
go.
Brian
Absolutely.
says, boring stuff. What about the toy story? Toy store? Story? The toy store, the ice cream shop, the pizza store, the pot shop, and the Twinkie factory.
Oh,
Well,
the
I think
Twinkie
any one of those
factory.
places could diversify.
Yandir says, thrift store, bookshop, grocery store, pet shop, clinic.
I'm surprised nobody has said sex shop yet. Not gonna lie.
Jenny did. Well.
Oh,
sort
I didn't
of.
hear it. Well, there we go.
Jeff.
I think it was the first one I mentioned, wasn't it?
It was. The first answer to
I
the
guess I
question.
might as well throw a swingers club in the mall to keep everybody happy.
That works. Jeff?
Right. First 5 buildings. Okay. Bar.
Yeah.
Does a statue of me as like the benevolent leader, supreme leader count
That's
as
not a building.
Really? No, I didn't think so.
You'd have to make it on the sort of scale of the Statue of Liberty so that you could have a building inside it.
Yeah,
Function.
true.
But you should have one because the protesters are going to need something to tear down.
Yeah.
I could do what North Korea did like build the world's largest hotel that no one ever can go to because they don't allow tourists in the country. But no, okay, yeah, definitely be a bar.
You can have 5 bars if you want.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be all bars. Betting shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 bars, betting shop, and probably like an Amsterdam style coffee shop. And Starbucks will officially be banned from entering my town.
I have a question.
Go on.
If I built like a really big empty Walmart, could I then like divide that up into lots of different businesses so we could have more options than just 5?
Okay, firstly, you could have more later. These are just the first 5.
That's why I did the mall / whatever thing, so you can put a lot of stuff in it.
Damn it, I didn't even think of that. I'm stupid.
Chad says, I got
It's
it.
not
Town
true.
Hall
You're
Community
just
Centre.
young.
Emergency Response Building / all services. A community workshop. A museum and a co-op store.
One of my buddies messaged me and said, don't forget to mention the bathhouse, which I don't know why he wants me to mention that, but
What, Roman
bathhouse,
style?
I guess.
Because that's where the gay men go.
Fond memories.
You seem to have all the fun gay destinations in your country.
Well, I mean,
called Georgia.
Atlanta,
That's true.
yeah, Atlanta does have a huge gay swinger club. I actually know about that.
Why?
No,
Well, you know-
no. We don't want to know.
I didn't go. I just know about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Kitty.
Keeping my
Okay.
options open for entertainment.
Can I ask? Is there a specific place we have to like build this town or not?
I think we're probably going to level some crappy city.
I mean,
Shit, I forgot the vape store.
because if I had to build it like in the South, in the United States or something, just for self-preservation, it'd probably have to be a NASCAR track, a mega church, a coal power station, and a gun shop.
It'll get leveled on its own if you don't.
Gun shop.
See, that can't be true, Jeff, because you notice that all the Americans didn't mention any of those things.
Yeah, but none of them.
That's
how
not
many of them
American,
live in the
that's
heart
Republican.
of Texas?
I did sort of specify the South.
I feel like I'm being attacked here.
Doc says lessee. No idea what a lessee is. Hospital / weed dispensary. A police station / weed dispensary. A fire department / weed dispensary. A post office / weed dispensary, and a grocery store / weed dispensary.
The cops are selling the people weed. That would be a fucking great sight to see.
It's a great
What about
example.
the Taco Bell / pot dispensary?
I'm gonna
Taco
say.
Bell KFC combination with the pot dispensary in it.
I was actually gonna say though, you've got to have like something like a Domino's or something if you're gonna have a pot dispensary, just because it's gonna be human nature's gonna come into this.
Delivery takeaway.
Well, you at least
about-
have
You
to
buy
have a
all your
convenience
munchies at
store.
the farmer's market.
Or you could go
But that's
to,
healthy
or if
stuff.
you're,
That's not munchies.
Yeah.
Boring.
That is
you're
not
feeling-
true. Farmers markets will also sell like donuts and all kinds of stuff. So that's not
Or if
true.
you're feeling adventurous,
Homemade
you can always
pies.
try cannibalism.
Not cannibalism.
Ew.
Never again
him.
says, kick him. No, not yet. Never again says, can I build
Not
this
yet.
city out of huge geodesic domes? Because that's the only way I consider it, so I could have one really big inside year-round garden for food and pot, which will be legal. Yes, you can build it out of huge geodesic domes.
Nice.
You like the
Never
Eden
again.
Project.
I like it.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
You could put all the greenhouses on top, full of food and pot. The people live underneath, and then underneath that you could have all the shops, or whatever shop you want.
We're going to have to switch to vertical farming. I have to do a question about that.
Damn it, I'm still mad at myself for not thinking about the mall, even though I hate malls.
They could take that unused hotel in North Korea and make it into a vertical farming.
Here we go. Brian says, I like how Doc thinks. Maybe the police would go to domestic violence calls with a loaded bong and a lighter instead of guns and bullets.
That's what they should
Yes.
do. Chill everybody out. You
Yes.
can have a good conversation, and everybody be laughing by the end of it.
Are you high? No.
Why not?
That's what's wrong. Smoke this.
See, I would just keep saying no, so I keep getting weed.
Ricardo says,
Call the
massage
cops on
parlor.
yourself. Sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
I've been being bad. Ricardo says, massage parlor, strip club. Oh, he's got reasons as well, actually. Massage parlor, a lot of work needs recovery. Strip club, a lot of stress need to relax. A dungeon, very hard days will need more fun. A mansion on top of the hill because reasons. Motti. What's Motti?
I have no idea. I'm not from his country.
So would the massage would the massage parlor be in the strip club?
Sure, why not? Adjacent, anyway.
I like Never Again's idea. Have the cops have a bag full of pot gummies instead.
Oh,
You know, it would be more compact, easier to carry. Yeah.
they could just fire them in like a cannon. It's like, hey, you hungry?
Moat has only one T. Ricardo.
What is it?
A moat. A moat around the castle.
Well, as in M-O-A-T?
Oh, a moat. And a moat. Yeah.
See, at first I thought you said MOAB, and I'm like, wait, why are we building bombs? I got concerned.
I'm now really worried about the spelling of this.
So I think my 5 would be a smoke shop.
Oh! A mott, as in a Mott and Bailey castle. Yeah, my bad. Not a moat. Sorry. Go on, Kitty.
I said my 5 would be a smoke shop, and that would be a dispensary as well, because why not? A pub, not a bar, because I want to be able to get food there and drinks. A hobby shop, you know, for games and things. A hospital, and then the 5th one would probably be like a Pizza Hut. Because
As long as it does,
but better.
As long as you can specify it does the Sicilian base. Right, and Never Again has just said, I wanted to hear Dave read geodesic, lol, and yes, I do live in one. You actually live in a geodesic dome. Where do you live? We're coming to visit.
Sounds like a fun field trip to me.
Never Again, is that one of those kit types where the panels are concrete and you bolt them together, or it's a skeleton structure with glass pane?
Well, if you're gonna have a greenhouse in it, it would have to have the glass pane. We have to be the glass pane version.
Ouch.
I'm amused at the amount of people that think that a pot shop should be in the first 5.
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta have the pot shop,
95%
man.
of the people.
Yes. Never Again says yes, and no, it's a wooden structure.
Do you believe that it would have particular resistance to tornadic activities?
What?
Never again says
I'm not
I
building
have
my
six...
city in Tornado Alley.
Never again says I have 16
ahead.
fucking skylights. Trust me, that's enough.
I think that's overkill, but you know, whatever floats your boat.
I can't repeat what you said, Brian. It's terribly it's too close to being educational.
Yeah, nobody comes on YouTube to learn things, Brian.
No,
Deal with
people
the
go on
program.
YouTube to learn things, but I don't want to be accused of being educational.
Yeah, just not here. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Right.
You come to get non-education.
If something turns out to be true from this show, it's a travesty. Right. Next question.
Well, what's your 5 buildings, Dave?
Oh, I don't know really.
Thank you, Quentin.
Hospital. A fast food area that has multiple things. A dispensary of all types of drugs.
Okay.
Why are you counting me? I didn't count everyone else.
I
You just didn't hold your fingers up, but yeah, you did.
You did.
I was just going to say, I want to get rid of one of my bars and substitute it for a brewery instead.
Brewery instead.
Yeah.
What you think the bars need to be properly
Yeah,
stocked?
they need to stock it up.
And
it's,
What's the
and
rest
it's a
of them,
good-
Dave?
and it's a good source of
I'll go
employment
with the
for
Swingers
local.
Club. And I'll go with a store, a grocery store of some sort.
There needs to be like a bouncy ball store for you.
That's one, is it? How is that one?
You don't
Why?
need a
Amazon
whole store
delivers.
for that. You could include that in the
Well,
grocery store.
You know, as we know from previous experience, Dave might need to replace one at any given moment.
That's what Amazon's for. They deliver. And Sammy says a hospital to pump the cholesterol from his veins from the fast food. The worst thing is you're making me really want pizza.
I
That's
know,
like,
that sounds really good right now.
It's a bit like that old Bill Hicks joke when someone said when he was talking about the time when there was McDonald's first opened in Moscow, and people say, "Give me a great thing." He said that'll provide 45 jobs in Moscow straight away. He said, yeah, what 25 dentists and 20 heart surgeons.
And I could go for some pineapple pizza right about now.
Oh my
No,
god.
stop with that shit.
Hey, I don't judge you guys.
Yeah, well,
Yes, but there are some-
pineapple
but
pizza.
How
there
do
are
I know
some-
that?
There are some levels of
Good
depravity.
point.
I'm going to ask Dave to step on this right now because we had a heated enough debate yesterday over whether a hot dog was or was not a sandwich. We don't need to get into whether pineapple does or does not belong on pizza.
Have you ever had
It was like
pineapple?
a 40-minute discussion about a hot dog, I think.
Yeah,
Have you ever had?
Jesus
and I
Christ.
was the only one who was right. It was amazing.
You
But
were
it was
so we're not.
productive, Jeff. We decided it is a form of a sandwich, so we can move on. Go ahead, Dave. Next question.
Right.
Have you ever had
Well-
pineapple on a hot dog?
No. The chat is disgusted
Shut the fuck up.
with Quentin.
Well,
They are-
you know
they are
what? I'm a
judging him.
ginger, so get used to it.
By the way, where are you walking? You've been walking since the show started. Where the fuck are you? That's-
I'm in BFE. I'm getting my steps in for the day, so I don't have to do it later.
See? We can say that this show makes you fitter. Although I've never seen anyone else walking
Yeah.
on this show.
Well, you know.
Right.
therapy.
Next question. Before a riot starts. Question 1025. Is all superstition irrational?
Pretty much.
Well, it wouldn't be a superstition if it was rational.
Fair.
I mean, how do you
superstitious.
define superstition? Like the old-fashioned one that we have developed science and developed and new technology and intelligence, or are you talking about like a modern day
Robots.
superstition?
You just roboted really badly through that. Try again.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. I said, do you mean like an old superstition from back in the days before we knew anything about medical? Like we had no
No,
technology.
no, I
we
meant
didn't know
all
shit about
superstitions. I
science,
mean
kinda?
all superstitions. That includes religion. Right? Sirif just super chatted me, thank you very much, with pineapple pizza.
Yeah, thank you. You're a good person.
I'm sorry, but the very definition of superstition begins with an irrational belief that blah blah blah.
Does
So
it?
This question is moot.
Well, that was my answer. It's like if it was rational, it wouldn't be a superstition.
You know
Yep.
what? I'm gonna take
Fire-pitting
the
theory.
opposite side and say, you know what? Sometimes they can be. So
I mean, I'm sure they have roots in something.
Oh, they have roots in.
Because-
Well, I know what they have roots in, but
Well, no, I mean like, what I mean is like cause and effect, but no, not cause and effect. Correlation type things.
yes.
I
very
guess,
much so.
but you know,
I think they can be rational at some times and then irrational at others.
Oh, I'm worried now about the definition of superstition as to whether or not it includes irrationality at its thing, in which case it screws my question completely. Godless Granny says, next question. Kevin says, let me ask my tarot cards.
Wait, there was a super chat in there.
I read the super chat. It was pineapple
I
pizza.
already got it.
Oh, yeah, that one doesn't matter. I go just
I
ignore
read
that
it.
one too.
Ricardo says, ginger and pineapple pizza, isn't that what the Scottish and Irish call a changeling?
Yes.
Yes. Doc says, Brian says, by definition, I would have to say yes. I've lost where I am. Doc says, superstition is irrational, but regular stition is okay. Never Again says, you
Yes.
guys are going to make me start drinking stronger stuff before 8 a.m. again, aren't you?
Do it.
Yandir says, mistakes are the creation of superstition. Sirif says, definition, yes. B is, talking in there. I prefer my stitions to be medium. Hanging with John Wild says, but pure definition alone, superstition is irrational. That's why I practice superstition 24 hours. And if you eat pineapple on your pizza, you don't have 100 years bad luck. Well, there
Thank
go.
you. Exactly.
No,
This is why
Right.
atheists have
No,
bad luck.
because you'll either die from poisoning or someone will murder you for.
you're gonna
eating
have
it.
at least 30 minutes of puking up.
I love how we still haven't moved on from the pineapple pizza thing.
I'm
It's
sorry.
just gonna be there.
I have a question though. When people
on.
say no pineapple on pizza, does that include a Hawaiian or is Hawaiian excluded?
No, it's excluded when they're claiming you can't have it.
Huh?
It's excluded when they're saying you can't have it.
Okay. Then yes,
They-
pineapple does not belong on pizza.
But you don't think Hawaiian's
You
the
know
right
what?
No, I mean if
Hawaiian.
if Hawaiian is
no.
excluded.
No, Hawaiian is not excluded then in that way, if you're putting it that way.
No. Never mind then. Yes. Never.
Sorry.
And besides, did you know that Hawaii grows very few pineapples compared to several other tropical locations that have been turned into
Hey,
pineapple farms
you know
specifically
what?
to feed
You
the
know
American
what?
diet?
I don't attack your
What?
beliefs. Don't attack mine, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
We have our beliefs attacked on a daily basis.
Yeah,
It
but
prepares
we
us.
we are talking about irrational beliefs here.
I want to see. I want to see what the pineapple plants look like that grow those little cubes of pineapple. And how do they harvest those?
I thought they went to the digestive system of an animal that poops out little square cubes.
That's coffee.
But isn't there another one that grows pineapple fritters?
Oh,
Totally.
pineapple
I do that all
fritters
the
would
time.
be good.
I got to say they're the only thing more disgusting than pineapple on pizza is a pineapple
I
fritter.
mean, just
Heck,
we're all in
heck,
agreement, aren't we, that pineapple on a burger's okay?
Pineapple on a burger is okay, and it's okay on a pizza. I will fight anyone on this. I'm willing to die on this hill.
Well, someone else out there, I can't remember who it was saying, "What about strawberry on pizza?"
Well, that's insane.
They
Oh.
put a picture of
Completely
strawberry
insane.
sliced
If
on
it's
a
a
I would
dessert
still-
pizza, if it's a dessert pizza, then yes. If it's a regular pizza, then
No,
no.
you see, there's a problem with the words you're using there. Dessert pizza.
Have you never
There's
had
no
a
such-
dessert pizza?
Yes, they don't work. They're horrible. There's no such thing.
Well,
They're
you
an
make the-
abomination.
There
you
is
make
a
the
such
crust out of
thing.
graham- you make the crust out of graham cracker.
Yeah, exactly. It's delicious. You just probably haven't had one that tasted good to you.
You know, though,
Okay,
I
but-
would still rather have pineapple on my pizza than anchovies.
Yes.
Oh,
Anchovies. Mmm.
ass
Right.
cheese.
Right. Right. Brian Griffin says, superstition. A superstition is a belief or practice based upon one's trust in luck or other irrational, unscientific, or supernatural forces. Sirif says,
So your
I'm gonna-
question was screwed from the get-go.
apparently so. I should have rephrased it differently, I think. Ricardo says, a wildly held but irrational belief in supernatural influences, especially as a leading to good or bad luck, or a practice based on such a belief. It's an irrational thought, says Brian. Kevin says, noun, a widely used, held but unjustified belief in supernatural causation leading to certain consequences of an action or event. Sirif, did someone mention pineapple pizza? Mr. Manda says, pineapple pizza on pizza is great. Spooky says, pineapple pizza with or without corn? With corn.
With corn? Wait a minute. With corn? What kind of pineapple pizza are you having? That just
Corn's
sounds like
lovely on
ass.
pizza. Anyway, Sammy says, my stitions are mild. I wouldn't say super. Sexy, maybe? Sexy stitions. Yep, that's my answer.
Sexy station.
You take your pineapple burger and choke on it, Dave. Lovely.
Wow.
Sheriff says, chocolate chip pizzas are good.
Corn
agree.
pizza would be okay if you're making like a taco pizza.
Yeah,
Mm,
but it
yes.
didn't work. Then we're crossing the definition of actual pizza. So I mean,
Well, it's a sandwich,
Yeah, but
isn't it?
tacos are tacos.
You don't have dessert sandwiches.
Be importable. There's taco salad.
yes, you do. What do you think an
There's-
ice cream
Yeah,
sandwich
they
is?
do. Have you
What do you
never
think an
heard
ice cream
a peanut
With
butter
chocolate?
marshmallow sandwich?
There's
That's a
chocolate
dessert
taco.
sandwich.
Peanut butter is not dessert.
There's
But
like
the
marshmallow
Once you put the
is.
marshmallow fluff on it, it fucking is. It's sweet as shit.
Yeah, that's
Or
a
Or
hard
marshmallow
snack.
should
It's
be
peanut
the
butter
whole thing.
fluff and bananas.
marshmallow.
And
should
I
be
would,
banned.
I would,
Bananas, yep.
I would say that
You
a
could also put
banana and
chocolate on
peanut
it.
butter sandwich.
yes.
Yeah, I would say a peanut butter and banana sandwich is a dessert like a dessert sandwich. So
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
lunch.
ah,
Now I
Now,
have
if
to
you
go
added
to the
fluff
grocery
to it,
I have to go to the
Yes.
grocery store later, and now I want to buy chocolate chips, bananas, and fluff.
and
And
pineapple pizza.
No pineapple pizza.
Marshmallow should be banned. And
Oh,
eating
no,
fluff
no.
should be a capital offense.
My aunt
You
used
should
to
be
make
banned.
epic. My aunt
Shut
used to
your
make
mouth.
epic fudge that was marshmallow based.
Well, if you don't have marshmallows, then you don't have the most southern thing I can think of, which is ambrosia salad. Then you just have a whole bunch of family reunions with crappy food.
Right, right there. Granny says,
What's in
fruit-
ambrosia?
Just let me catch
I
up with
would-
the chat. Not that it's got
I was
anything
just
to do with
wondering
the
what's
question.
What's in ambrosia salad?
Ambrosia
Marshmallow
is
salad.
It's a fruit salad basically, but there's marshmallows and whipped cream, I think.
Yeah,
yes.
right.
delicious.
Ricardo says, dessert pizza, what the fuck? I think Quentin proves Richard Madsen correct. Not sure.
Oh, you are not a nice person, sir.
Godless Granny says, fruit pizza is fruit with and sweetened cream cheese on a sugar cookie crust. It's fabulous.
I've
That
had
does
it
sound.
as
I've
fruit-
never had that, but I totally want that. I want to try
is
that
good.
shit.
Kevin says, oh snap, Dave accidentally educated us on the definition of superstition, cancel the show.
Oops.
Have you noticed that nobody's ever made a fish pizza?
They have.
Ew.
What are anchovies?
I think anchovies.
No,
Yeah.
anchovies are for the fish taste, they're for the salt content.
I mean, they're still fish.
They don't
Brian
taste
No,
says-
like
anchovy
fish.
pizza.
They are fish.
Anchovy pizza was an idea of someone like, hey, what would happen if I wiped my ass on a pizza? And
Yeah.
you have anchovies.
I mean, we get seafood
Not
special
just
here.
ass, a salty fishy ass.
Mm.
It's disgusting.
Brian
Fuck
says,
that
I
shit.
learned something again by watching this show today. My brain might explode. To which Sammy says, yes, we need a klaxon for when someone is educational. Apparently Oreos are sandwiches.
They are sandwiches.
I see that.
It's actually it says it's like a cookie sandwich.
Sandwich,
cookie.
yeah.
That's it.
They
Sandwich
are. They
cookies,
are a
defined as
vegan. Oreos are vegan sandwiches.
I don't know if Oreos are vegan though.
Well,
They could
all of
be.
my vegan friends say they are.
They're a fucking
Oh.
biscuit.
What the fuck is a
Spooky says,
biscuit?
We're not getting into that right now. Dave,
Tuna
what was the
pizza.
question? I don't even fucking remember anymore. It's been like an hour we've been talking about food.
Is all superstition irrational?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yeah. Move on. We've already
Move on.
finished that one.
No.
We know it is.
Oh, I haven't answered this, but
Jeff!
what's
Well,
that?
is-
just spit it out.
Well, if you just give me a few moments to clear my chakras, I'll give you the fucking answer.
Do you need to pull them out of your ass? I don't know.
Yeah.
When people say chakras
not-
and we're talking like this, I'm picturing like anal beads
You're
as
not,
your chakras.
You
Oh.
you give guys are giving off a real bad fucking aura. You know that.
Yeah,
I
man. I
gather
need
you
to go
know
do
what
some
an aura
feng
is.
shui.
Yeah,
I gotta go
fucking
make
right.
my room feng shui now because you guys are just tainting my
Yeah.
aura.
You know what's really
Yeah.
fun about feng shui? Is
What?
you have a feng shui master come in and do your room, and then have another feng shui master come in after him.
Yeah, and they'll move everything
And
around.
they'll be completely different.
So, the funny thing about feng shui is I have a buddy that has OCD, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna have somebody come in and make my room feng shui, and it pissed him off like severely. So I had to hear about that for a good 2 days.
Ricardo says, much love, and yes, I'm despicable. I don't
Well, I
understand
love
that.
you. I love you too, but you know, I mean, Richard Madison's not right about everything. I love the guy to death, but I disagree.
It's not Madison. It's Mad Sen. No I.
Okay, well, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not smart. I've already explained this.
He's a
If you're not
ginger.
Said
careful-
it right the
Do
first
you know
time.
what? He's got his spies out there.
Did I?
If you're not right, his family will come after you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He's Jason Bourne.
It's true. His family is everywhere.
That to be John Wick Chapter 4 up in this piece.
Right, I have to ask
Hey,
now.
Dave, does Quentin know?
I was just about to ask that question.
Do
You
I
know that
know
the beak
what?
He
is
does.
Richard's sister.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you know that B is Richard's
Richard
sister?
is my brother.
I did not know that. Now I do. Thank you for letting me know.
Ah, busted talking shit.
No,
Good thing I
I
don't
didn't
care.
say I wasn't talking shit. I
No,
was
you
just
can't retract it
expressing
now. Just stop
I
on your
was just-
head. Don't
I was
make
just
it worse,
expressing
and it's
concern for
fine
my life.
because I know he's a great guy, and I don't really care what anybody thinks, so it's okay.
Oh, dude,
But I
I love
thought
Richard.
I'd tease you because you absolutely just
be-
fucking
Yeah.
twice.
To be fair, you say anything personal about your brother, then to be fair. So
Well, to be fair,
I don't care. I
I-
honestly don't care. I know
Richard-
he's a good guy. I don't give a fuck.
Richard has popped up in many conversations out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whenever I've been in them, so that's
Oh,
why I
no,
call
no,
him
it's not
Jason
just
Bourne.
you. It's not just you. He
He does
pops
it
up
to
in-
everybody. You won't see him for a week, and then he just randomly he's there. He does it. Hell, he
Yeah.
does it to me, and I'm related to him.
The really funny thing, if you obviously didn't know that B was his sister, how MathPig found out. He had B turn up after one of his
That
streams.
was the funniest shit because I went. Yeah, I was in Ohio and I came over here to where I am now, like 1,500 miles away, and then just popped up in the video. It was
Just
great.
pops
We
up
really
behind
fucked
him.
with him.
Right.
Fair enough.
It was funny
No.
as fuck.
Can I answer the question now? Or,
I thought you
or-
had. You waffled on for 5 minutes. Was that not an
Oh
answer?
no, I didn't. I was fucking. I tried to answer.
No,
I
actually, he
fucking
got interrupted. Go,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Go, Jeff.
Go, Jeff.
Yes,
Your turn.
I think by definition, superstition is irrational.
All superstition.
I'm gonna say so. Yes.
Very good. We can go to a sane question.
Dave,
What's
move
the
on
next
before we go back to pizza.
The next question. Right.
Please do not have any fucking food questions down here.
There is no food in the next question. It's a messed up question, but there's no food in it. Right.
Is there going to be a way where we can make it into food?
No. Question
Maybe.
1026. Would you ban masturbation if it also allowed you to ban badger baiting?
If it allowed you to ban what?
Badger baiting.
So why
2
the
seconds.
fuck? So why the fuck did you have this question on an episode where Badger was on?
Badger
What is
baiting.
Badger baiting. Oh, Dave vaporized.
what is
He
that?
Is that like junior
he fell off
baiting?
He fell off his ball.
I think it's
I mean, is it like literally like
I think it's like
killing an animal type we're talking about, or like?
it's more like it's more torturing an animal for fucking amusement, really.
Oh,
Why,
No,
why
not
you-
really. How the hell did you get to torturing an animal from it?
Well, you are winding the animal up. It is a form, in a way.
Well, you're baiting it so you can capture it.
why are we capturing it?
See, I didn't know that's what badger baiting meant.
See, yeah, you got to define what you mean by baiting here.
Oh, gee, I thought you were talking about sexually pleasing a badger. Oh,
No.
That's kind of what I thought you meant too. Not gonna lie.
Oh no, I'm completely wrong. It is a form of blood sport.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Should have looked that up before
So
I
is-
the question.
Mm.
Is Brian right that it's drugging a badger and letting it fight your dog?
It's a form of blood sport in which badgers are baited with dogs. A baiting session typically results in the death of the badger. It doesn't necessarily be drugged.
Mm.
So if we would have to ban masturbation to ban this.
Yes. Right.
this is one of those English sports, isn't it?
Judging by the picture, probably.
Well, just because you ban something doesn't mean people are going to stop doing it. So yeah, let's ban it.
Let's so
They
you're
had,
banning
they had
masturbation as well.
homosexuality banned for years, and people were still fucking each other. So
They wouldn't think
fine,
it's such a
ban
great
it.
sport if
Ban
they,
the badger
if they,
thing.
if they,
We'll do it in our bedrooms where nobody knows, anyways.
if they try to bait wolverines versus their little precious dog.
So,
Wolverines can rip apart grizzly
see-
bears, for Christ's sake.
seeing as badger baiting has actually been outlawed in the UK since 1835, do we really need to get rid of masturbation to fucking?
Yes. The assumption is that it's not banned. The assumption is we have a horrible blood sport that people want banned, and something pleasurable that people don't. But they can only
Well,
be banned
here's-
together.
I mean, it's
Here's
not
my
just-
problem.
Mm.
Here's my problem. We get rid of a really fucked up sport, but then we have a bunch of really angry and sexually oppressed people. So I mean, I don't know. That's a toughie.
Right.
See,
just
I
agree
could
to-
either get punched in the face because a guy doesn't masturbate, or I could save a badger.
Can I ask? Is saying Disney is canon a form of badger baiting?
Yes. I like this.
Ugh.
Granny says we will make it into food. Brainbrook, I don't see how you can ban one without banning the other. Granny says we will roast and eat the badger. See, made it into food.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
What does badger meat taste like?
No idea.
I don't.
Someone did tell us at some
Yeah.
point. Sammy said, never ever, bad Dave, sorry Badger, it's been full fun. Well, no, it's been tolerable. Okay. So, Sammy's on the never ban masturbation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it sounds bad, but I can't. I can't see doing one for the
As
other.
I say, Sirif goes, I'd ban it since there's no way to enforce the masturbation one anyway.
I would. Well,
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but this is that's kind of.
But I
it's
mean,
co-
it's the same
kind of
on the same logic. Like, how can you, if you ban badger baiting, they might still do it anyways. So,
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
That's the same
Yeah,
with any
they
law.
do.
it's the same with anything. Like, anything you ban, if people want to do it bad enough, they're going to find a way to do it.
Yes. Granny says, masturbation makes you go blind, to which B responds, what, Granny? I can't see your comment.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I was actually looking it up. So yeah, it has still gone on. There's been some people sentenced to prison, and there's been some criminal gangs in the UK that have actually sold badgers for.
I thought you were about masturbation rings.
But here's the damn thing. This is the joke of this. I mean, people make the joke that you wouldn't be able to enforce the blooming masturbation law. Well, here's a fucking joke when it comes to like blood sports in Britain. For what, a little over 10 years now, we've had a ban on hunting foxes with dogs. Yet these fucking toffs get away with these upper class fucking toffs get away with doing this every fucking winter just after Christmas, and they never fucking pulled for it.
Yeah. You're not
And
wrong.
they still. I mean, I'm not saying badger baiting is fucking cruel, disgusting, but it does actually seem to be enforced a lot more than the fox hunting ban, which is also fucking cruel and sport. But because it's the fucking this is an upper class thing, they get fucking left alone.
Yes.
Well, of course,
there's a
if
way
you
to-
have enough
there's a
money,
way to
you can
take
do
care of
whatever you
that,
want, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, there's a way
It's the
to
way of the world.
stop the fox hunting cheaters.
What?
A 308 with a 5x scope.
Works every time.
It's
I
every
mean,
time.
no, I actually think.
America.
See, a lot of people think. See, a lot of people think that hunt saboteurs are just bloody like vandals. I think they're fucking heroes because they're actually doing more to fucking stop these things than the fucking police are doing, who should be enforcing this.
Yes. Brainbug says they do bait wolverines and bears, also hyenas and big cats. Ilya says, I would ban masturbation. I love animals too much. Ricardo said, so Alex would say it's wrong to kill animals for the pleasure of glands and clits. I say wank all the way. Mummer Atheist screams Dave. I don't know why. Hanging with John Wilde says, yeah, but the problem is what I masturbated could be messed up bloody sport. I'm confused by that. Mathpig said it's a stupid question. Of course it's a stupid question. Have you seen this show? Sammy says, masturbation was illegal as a Jehovah's Witness. Didn't stop me rubbing one out in the washroom at the local congregation every time, and we went 3 times a week. Why only there?
Because it wasn't right. Quote
Because
unquote.
it was hotter? I had a conversation with someone on Twitter
Makes
this morning.
You do realize that if you ban masturbation, you've ruined the only thing in life I have pleasure from, except this show.
You're aware, right, that if
I mean, why
masturbation
do-
was... Wait there. If masturbation was illegal, that would make it dirty and make it more fun.
That's my point. Just ban it, just to get rid of the badger issue, and people are going to do it anyways. So who the fuck cares?
Hey,
It's illegal to have sex in public, and people do it all the time.
I
Right,
just realized I
the-
could combine the two.
But at the same time, like you're saying ban masturbation and you ban badger baiting, but then you say people could masturbate anyways. Well, people can badger bait anyways, even if they. I mean, that's the problem I think with most any idea behind prohibition of something is they instead of
It's in your
banning
backpack.
something, they need to make the alternative more.
Follow green one.
No, you needed it to be last
Quentin.
week.
Mute yourself.
You did.
Thank you. Go ahead, Pirate Kitty.
I was just to say, instead of banning things, we should be working on ways to make them less appealing to be done. But I mean, that's just an overall thing, not necessarily. to this
Well,
particular.
I think the sad irony of this is that if you actually ban masturbation, the police in this country would do more to enforce that than they would to actually enforce laws against like animal cruelty than what we already have.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's kind of a tough question.
Sammy says, "Oh, all the hot witness boys in their suits." Was why at the Kingdom Hall. And she was screaming. Amanda was screaming Dave because she's off to her torture chamber. Gonna try and kill her. See which one kills her best. Right.
I don't know why they're trying.
But-
She keeps surviving.
I know.
Dumbasses.
No, I'm against badger baiting unless it is teasing a badger about how Disney is in fact canon. That's the only form of badger baiting I like.
There you go.
Hanging with John Wild says everyone just masturbate. Right, quick answers before we move on. Ban or not? B.
Huh?
Ban.
Ban. Quentin.
Ban.
Jeff.
Not ban because we've already got laws against it. I just want to see the fucking laws enforced.
Jenny disconnected. Kitty.
Not ban.
Not ban.
Because I don't think banning is the way to go with things. But you know.
That's okay. Yandir says ban. Sammy says no. Jenny says
What?
ban or not ban? Quick answer.
We're
Still on the same question.
Ban or not ban?
Ban or not ban?
No, not ban. It's the only
Not ban.
it's the only pleasure I have in life. I'm serious.
This makes it more fun.
No, if you banned it, there'd be Republicans at my fucking door, knocking on it, wanting to come in and watch,
Oh,
and then taking me to jail after they were happy seeing what they saw.
Spooky just says, just don't masturbate while badger baiting. Brainbug says ban. Eyes for Empty says panda eggplant. Eyes for Empty says ban
It's
Brainbug.
like a paddle. What
No,
the
it's
fuck
an
that
eggplant.
is. Oh,
It's the penis emoji that we don't have.
the
No,
penis.
I know what the damn eggplant is. I was looking at the other one, Goofy.
Oh, it's a badger.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're saying we should fuck badgers?
That's what I was thinking.
What if you don't have an eggplant?
Sammy says we need to have a talk. Right. Next question. Second to last question today.
Did you answer, Dave? Ban or not?
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
Come on, Dave.
Dave, come on, answer this one.
Cough it up.
I don't know, but I'd probably ban. I'd
Now,
ban,
if it was
I'd ban and break the
guaranteed-
law. Say
No,
again?
but here's the thing: if you say it's a guarantee, like if you say we ban masturbation and they guarantee no badger baiting ever again, that might change my answer.
Go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
They'd have to include fox baiting in it too.
Just say baiting, period.
Yeah. So you can't bait badger anymore.
Unless it's
And you
about
ca- and you-
Disney
and you-
canon.
And you can't bait masters any either. Okay.
Yeah,
And you can't queer
Yeah,
bait
no
either.
masturbating.
No baiting.
Right. Question 1027. Do you have a bucket list? That is, a list of all the different types of buckets that you hope to own before you die. How many buckets do you have so far?
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Sorry. I don't know why I went there.
B.
I do not necessarily have a list of buckets that I would like to own. I pretty much own all the buckets I need anyways, so I don't have a list of buckets to purchase.
Kevin says, I have an insufficient number of buckets.
I've had a few KFC barking buckets.
Were they on your original bucket list?
They were, but I think I've maybe had too many of them, really.
Sirif says, I have a lot of buckets. I use them for planting my peppers.
It's a good bucket use.
I don't have a bucket list, but I'm now considering making a bucket list. But the thing is, like, I'm
There's
trying
lots
to
of different
figure
kinds
out.
of buckets.
Right, but like,
Does your bucket list pale in comparison?
Woo! Gold
I need to
star
go
for
smoke
Pirate.
more weed.
Fuck it, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay. Ilya wants to point out from the previous question, I would like to remind everyone that the definition of masturbate is to touch or rub oneself, nothing about toys doing it for you.
Fair. I guess.
Oh,
Totally ban it then. Oh, I already said that.
Sammy says, it's bouquet day, the lady of the house speaking. Ilya says, yes, I have a bucket list. Do you have all the buckets on the list? Hanging with John Wild says, fuck the bucket question. Monica Man says,
I think those buckets that have that are on wheels and they have that big stick pinchy thing that rings out the mop.
yeah,
I think those are pretty cool. I don't have one of those. I'd like
you
one.
don't have one of those. So that's on your list.
It's called a mop bucket.
But it's got to have a specific thing. He says, Harmonica Man says, I have a few different buckets that satisfy my needs. Rainbug says that was the best pun ever.
Thank you.
Brian Griffin says, so we can ban masturbation and I can slam my pecker in the door jamb. Sure.
I mean,
Wow.
Right.
You first.
Masochism at its finest.
Dave.
Yandia says, I have
Go
one
first.
thing, to meet a Japanese guy before I die. That doesn't seem very hard. Ilya says, buckets, visit Italy, visit Ireland, swim with sharks. Spooky says, I'm okay for buckets. My favourite is an old red metal fire bucket. Sammy says, maybe a bucket that's light like a big fleshlight. I might be interested in such a bucket. You can have a bucket, fill it with sand, and put a hole in it. Quentin, are you still here? No. Never Again says, and this is why I wear headset.
I'm still here.
You froze up. Headsets when listening to the show.
I'm still here.
Keeps Lucky from wanting to play with Dave's dog. That was Dave's dog, right? No, that was not my dog. Whose dog was that?
That was my dog. I'm sorry. My dogs think that if I move my foot, they have to bark. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Shh. Hanging with John Wild says, I'm in hospital. I have a bath bucket. Is that not the bucket that you want more than anything else right now? Brian says, I'm lost now. Yep, no need for Viagra. It swells to phenomenal sizes too. All the buckets.
You slam
Jenny.
it in the door. That's
You've
what
done
they're
that.
talking about.
Kitty,
I
have all your...
I do not have a bucket list, and I have one bucket. That's all I need. So my like I said, my list pales in comparison.
Never Again says, I could use one more bucket, a pooper scooper. Right, I think we'll go to the next question.
Okay. Next.
Next. Question 1028. Would you rather have a chameleon's tongue or one mantis shrimp's arm?
I know you're not asking me that, Dave. You know the answer.
You'd really like the
Do
mantis
you
shrimp
imagine
arm.
what I could do with that?
Yeah, wouldn't it be better to ask? Would you want your partner to have a lizard's tongue?
No.
So, question: does that mean that if we choose the mantis shrimp arm, does that mean we get the fastest punch in the world?
Yes.
It's pretty interesting. Also could be used for other things.
It could be
I'm
pretty
pretty much good
scratchy.
either way, Dave.
That could be pretty scratchy if you think about masturbation and shrimp.
You use your other hand. Then you get one of the mantis shrimp's arms.
And then it's like someone else is doing it.
Siref says chameleon tongue. Ilya says tongue. Yandia says chameleon tongue. Spooky says spatula hands. Brian Griffin says, is this question pertaining to dinner or something else? Whichever you want. Sammy says, Dave, oh Dave. Jeff.
Yo, what's the question? I'm assuming we're no longer on buckets.
No, we're on the last question. Would you rather have a chameleon's tongue or one mantis shrimp's arm?
I think the tongue. I don't know why. I just think the tongue.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a mantis shrimp is.
I don't either.
It's
Is it a mantis that looks like a shrimp or a shrimp that looks like a mantis?
It's the important thing to know is it's got the fastest punch in the world.
Do I get to?
Its legs move super fast. Yeah.
If I was a
most powerful
mantis,
punch.
would I get to eat my spouse's head?
You're thinking
No.
praying.
No. Ice Frempty says, is scaling an issue? Because a mantis shrimp arm would be unsustainable at human scale and out of wonder. In the magical universe that we live in right now, it would work. It would be to human scale, but you've only got like the speary thing on the end that I've forgotten the name of, that wraps underneath, and your arm goes under like this, and then you can punch someone like that so unbelievably fast.
Wait, this is the
But with that
strongest-
kind of strength, you could also pick up really heavy things easily.
I don't know if it translates.
And you'd never ever
to
drop
strength.
a roast when you're taking it out of the pan.
According to something in 2018, mantis shrimp's punch is kind of roughly, the equivalent of like a .22 caliber bullet. So, it's interesting. So it's a strong little fucker.
That would help with the thieves at work.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. See, I want to punch him. I want to hurt him. I don't want to fucking kill him.
You have to restrain yourself slightly then. Do you restrain your anger a little?
Not always.
Then
I'm
you-
gonna have to go
I
with the
do
mantis
try.
arm.
Doc says, chameleon tongue. I currently starve trying to eat flies. Brainbug says the tongue. Hanging with John Wild says tongue, and then the girls line up.
For those of you who don't know what a mantis shrimp looks like, look at that thing. It's kind of pretty.
All right,
You
no,
wanna see
I'm
it from
going
the
with
front
tongue.
on.
I'm going with tongue.
You want to see
Yeah.
it front on with the when it's all iridescent.
They are very pretty.
Well, I'm gonna say
It begs a question though. If I have a mantis shrimp arm, does that mean like I have the mantis shrimp legs on the underside of my arm?
No.
Like
No, you just have the leg.
Just
Just
one.
the arm.
one arm.
Just
I'm
one.
gonna go with the tongue, but for innocent reasons.
There are innocent reasons for wanting that tongue?
Yes. Like if I get
I
really
like the
bored,
tongue
I
idea.
don't believe you.
like if I get bored, then I can just sling my tongue out of my head.
Yeah.
You could also just set the popcorn next to you while you're watching a movie and just go.
There you go. Or I
no,
could reach
no,
the
see,
fridge.
See,
Oh no, that would be
that
cool.
makes me want to change my answer right there because I love popcorn and I can't eat popcorn while I'm playing my Switch because I don't want to get it on my controller. But being
There you
able
go.
to just
You're
sit
welcome.
there and be like,
Also, if you're
what would I
walking
do
down the
without
street and you see a hot girl, you could just go, "Yep, she tastes good."
Well,
I mean, there's There's options.
B, what would I do without you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he could probably get arrested for doing that.
Yes. Popcorn doesn't like it.
Depends on how fast you run afterward.
Or doesn't like it.
Matt Pig says Manda will enjoy the tongue. What, her having it or you having it? Harmonica Man says the shrimp arm for sure. It's hard enough playing harmonica with a sticky tongue full of bug bits.
Well, I was wondering if you had control over how sticky it was at what given time.
Not really.
What I was going to say, why would Manda want a chameleon tongue? It reminds her too much of Jar Jar.
Let's not get started on Jar Jar. That's going to start a bigger war than the Fianna Pizza.
Someone would just grab that tongue when it comes out your head and bring you round by it.
How rude!
Yes.
Could I use that? Could I use the tongue as like a wrist restraint?
No, probably not.
Okay. The first thing I thought of when he said that is all I could think was you could unroll that and boy, could you hit some G spots with it.
Yep.
I'm the only innocent person.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I think I am.
Brainbug says he'd prefer to have the mantis shrimp's eyes. That'd be quite cool.
That would be neat.
Sammy says it snaps its claw with such speed that it breaks the sound barrier. There's been literally an explosion underwater when they sting their prey.
That's also neat. Damn it, now I don't know what to pick.
Sure.
I think the food motivation is enough for me. I would want the tongue for the innocent reason of being able to eat my popcorn and whatever else I want without having to touch it and gunk up my hands.
I mean, think about it. You could be like cooking and stirring a pot and going, I wonder if that tastes good. And hit the other pot with it. I mean, there's so many uses.
They're arguing now. Right, Ricardo has been convinced. B has convinced him. Tongue. Yeah, Alice Shrimp points out the mantis shrimp can whack hard enough to break shells and in glass it can break out of its tank.
Be handy if you're a fireman and trying to save lives.
Yeah.
Or a criminal trying to.
You just punch the door open. Why did everyone go to punching somebody? I mean, you could go work for the police and be the one that knocks down their doors, like, no problem. Walk up to them.
Donk.
Right, which asks me a question.
No, Sammy,
I've got.
You didn't need to say.
At that kind of velocity, though, I think you'd go through more doors than you would knock them down.
That works. Monica Man says, if you had a tongue, you could have samples of everybody's plate in a food venue.
You could go into being a glory hole developer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But you can do that with
but
a
you could have glory holes for women then.
Nothing. What?
You could have glory holes for women if you had that kind of tongue.
Those are called door stops. Those little springy things. Never mind.
No, just stop, Jenny. Stop.
Sammy says, I have a lot more respect for shrimps, but tongue for me, as if I need to say. Harmonica Man says, what if one person gets the tongue stuck on the other person's arm? That would be funny at holy shit proportions. Right, okay. I have a question.
You're right.
I have a question.
Thank you, Spooky.
Right.
Dave, what was your bucket answer?
I have a question first. Right. I watched a video yesterday of a bear, brown, big, massive bear, just walk up to a front door and go, and the door exploded and the bear went in. Right? I have a question about this. Who the hell lives in a place where there are bears walking around that does not secure their front door? Why?
People in Alaska,
you think securing your front door is going to make a difference?
I think I know the picture you're talking. I think I know the video you're talking about. The
door
bear
splintered.
basically just like broke the door.
I'd make
No,
it
I
with a
just think
metal
it's really,
frame.
I think it's really cute that he thinks you can secure a door against a bear.
You can't put a metal frame on it. Why couldn't you put a metal
You
frame
would
on
just
it?
rip out the frame out of the wall, probably. It would just break the wood. Even if you made a metal door with a metal
This is
frame.
because you got all wooden houses,
or it would move over to the window and go through that. Bears are smart and pretty capable of going through anything they want.
There you go. Brainbug said it's the frame that burst.
Yeah.
Never again
that's what
says
frames
she
do.
did. A big steel door.
The frame is still wood.
No, you can make the frame out of steel.
Then the bear would go to the window next to it. But if a bear wants in, it's in.
Right, Sammy says reinforce the door. Then he says electrify the door. Then he says electrify everything.
That's a dangerous house you live in, sir.
Yeah, but then you're gonna piss the bear off. You're just gonna piss him off.
I
Kind of
don't
a
believe.
lose-lose
I don't
situation.
think a bear could get into my house.
See, there is an old expression about poking the bear for that reason.
Is there? Sammy says electrify everything and set it on fire. Ricardo says make houses out of bricks. Well, that is what I think is the solution. Far too many Americans live in wooden houses.
How to stop a bear?
There's plenty of brick
Electrify
houses
your
in
house.
America.
Electrify.
How to stop a bear? Build electricity all over your house, then set house on fire. Problem solved.
See,
How does
How do you
educational.
know, Dave, where I live,
Move to
where
the
I live,
20th
most
floor
of the
in
houses
city.
are made out of concrete blocks.
There you go. Could a bear get through those?
I don't know.
The window.
They have no windows. No, I'm kidding.
Windows are pretty tough, and they're high up, so they can't put their
No,
weight
they're
behind it.
not. They're glass.
We're assuming double or triple glazed here.
Oh, 3 panes of weakness. You can still send a baseball through a triple pane.
A bear can get into just about anything if it smells food.
Yeah, you're really underestimating a bear. You
Yeah,
really
Harmonica
are.
Man says get the shrimp arm and beat the shit out of the bear.
We do have bears in this area, and the recommendation is you do not go to the park and hang out without a weapon. Period. You just
And
don't
don't
do
take
it.
a picnic basket with you.
That's also a very good idea. And you know what they call people who depend on bear bells?
What?
Corpses.
Corpses, yeah. Never again says a barking dog is much more effective, apparently.
Yes, my 5-pound Chihuahua is definitely going to be able to beat a bear.
No, but the barking, I believe, is the point there. And it barks.
Apparently.
You don't understand, if like a squirrel farts in the middle of the night, these dogs will bark at it.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Sammy
No reason
says,
to have cats.
Poke, that's not. They're no use against a bear. They can't bark.
Yeah, except then you get a cat that farts. In
I
your
don't
face.
live somewhere where there's huge bears that are going to break into my house. That's like living in Tornado Alley.
Right now.
Well, we're part of that too.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like bear defense is probably the only legitimate reason I can think of for Americans to own guns. Otherwise,
Cougars.
Well,
You've been
wild
to some of
horse,
these
too.
cougar bars.
Mountain
love the minute
lions.
I love
There
the
was
minute
a
my dog.
There was
go
a
ahead.
cougar around here last year that was taking people's dogs.
The minute my dog heard.
Did the cat
But
check?
My dog heard.
Sorry, go on, Quentin.
The minute my dog heard me say bear, he just had to jump in my lap. He's like, "I will protect you."
Aww.
you got to really watch out for bears in America. They're known to swipe picnic baskets, you know.
We already did that joke.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Except that one in New Jersey that attacked that woman in her backyard and dragged her away.
Oh,
That doesn't sound
see, the only
fun.
bear, the only
Oh.
YouTube video with a bear in it that I can think of is there's like this random woman in the middle of the woods, and she's screaming, "No, Mr. Bear, that's not nice!" And she's just screaming like at the bear the entire time.
Well, there is a theory. One of the theories with bear defense is that you make as much noise as you can, and you make yourself as big as you can. You know, like open your jacket and hold it open like this, so you appear to increase your size. That it's frightening to a bear, and it'll turn and run.
Oh yeah, but this bear was just not
yeah.
giving a shit.
Yeah.
This bear just didn't care.
Sammy says, "Poke the bear. Be careful who you say that to with those boyish good looks, Godless Scummer."
Okay, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Never Again says, consistent loud noise too, like chainsaws. Guns don't phase them if you shoot in the air. Basically, you've got to shoot them. Rainbug says, bears can be chased off by house cats.
I wasn't planning on shooting it on the air. If I was confronted with a bear and I had a gun to hand, I would plan on shooting the fucking bear.
Rainbug says he's going to fight the bear with nunchucks. Never Again said, well, there is a huge fucking bear that lives in my woods, so it doesn't fuck with me, and luckily has a bear bark that is much different than his squirrel squeak. Fair enough. As for Empty says, I'm much more concerned about pumas than bears. Ricardo says, I'm assuming the bear got shot like a sieve because Murica. Never Again says, I never leave trash outside. Yeah, Brainbug says, I've shown you multiple clips of cats seeing bears off. I have seen lots of them. They it's what it is. Most animals like that. It's not that they're trying to attack. They just can't be arsed if there's a.
See, I've seen one with a dog chase a bear off.
I've seen blue jays take on bald eagles and win all the time.
But the point is, it's not them because the predator in the situation doesn't care. If it wanted to fight, it would beat the crap out of the small thing.
Well, the best thing ever you see is if you see one of those nature documentaries. Look at one single snowing owl taking on an entire pack of wolves and winning. Because it's been known, like because obviously they nest on the ground. Is that what they do to protect their chicks and pack of wolves is the the owl will go up there, fly, and it's basically whenever one of the wolves tries to come in, they'll swoop down, scratch the hell out of the thing, fly up, and basically just keep taking chunks out of the wolves until they decide this isn't worth it.
Yeah. Never Again. No, I've lost. Ricardo says, I heard somewhere cops are also wild and dangerous. Never Again says, city boys from across the pond grins.
See, why are you fucking worried about bears over there when you should be worried about policemen?
Yes. Doc says, it's not the bears I have to worry about, it's the damn Klingons. Brian says, yep.
Because we have more bears in my area than police. We have one policeman, and he comes like 2 to 3 days a week for maybe one shift.
And I think it's more dangerous.
And I still bet you're more statistically likely to get killed by him than you are by a fucking bear.
No, actually, he's a really nice guy.
That still doesn't change the fact that you're probably statistically more likely.
Yeah.
Well,
I
keep donuts in my car just in case.
And we've gone from tongues to bears. Bears like tongues. The only ones I get along with are the bipolar bears. B says, so lesbians to large hairy gay men. Gay men. Harmonica Man says, I miss eating bear. I think I shared too much. Never Again says, I rather like bears, so. Sammy says, if a bear come to Australia, I kick off the snakes, wipe off the spiders, and give it a big bear hug. You got kangaroos instead. Rainbow says,
honest,
BOPs.
I think a bear would be fucked in Australia.
One on its own, yeah. I've watched Benji. Benji, is it the bear? What's the bear? What's the
Benji's a dog.
Is it? What's the bear?
Well,
Gentle Ben.
Oh, Gentle Ben. Gentle Ben. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben.
That told me everything I needed
Benji.
to know about bears. How many times did that have to be tranquilized?
Oh, it was trained from birth. It didn't have to be
enough.
tranquilized.
Mind you, there was this I forget the name of the bear, but there was a bear that appeared in a number of movies that was trained from birth, and then eventually snapped one day and attacked its handler.
Yeah.
So
The tigers that attacked Siegfried and Roy were raised by them since they were
Yeah.
born.
Yep.
Yeah, but a tiger versus a bear, there's different instincts and shit there.
Yeah.
Well,
And also, they kept them in cages a lot. That's a lot different. Ben, the
True.
gentle
I'm-
Ben,
I-
the bear, was treated like gold.
I would trust a bear much more than I would trust a tiger or any.
A
any
bear will
cat.
kill you much quicker than a
Cat.
tiger.
Cat. Yeah. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to run away from a cougar. As soon as you do that, you're bait. You're nothing more than prey to them. That
What's
just
a
turns on
BOP?
their response.
There's BOPs are pound for pound superior combatants to mammals. Yay, theropods. What's a BOP? Bird of prey. Jeff, why didn't you get that?
I wasn't paying attention.
Never again says, I have zero concern about police bothering me ever again. Never again, in fact. Ilya says, I like tongues. We're learning a lot about Ilya today.
Me too,
Spooky,
Ilya.
Spooky says, Dave is going to try and move on without answering the bucket question. You just watch me. Sammy says, have you heard the what's Bart the Bear? I think we're going to... I can't watch something in the middle of the show.
That's right. Bart the bear was the one that eventually turned around and attacked someone.
There we go. Hanging with John Wild says, lions and tigers and bears, what was the question?
Oh my!
Sammy
Just
says,
remember,
as soon
you're
as you
more
try and
likely
run
to-
away from us cougars, you're dead meat, Jenny 2020.
Just remember, you're more likely to get attacked by a ginger than any animal in the wild.
Yeah.
Harmonica Man says, what? Who runs from a cougar? They just want a good roll in the hay. Ilya says, I'm a pretty open person. Right.
So, Dave, real quick,
Yeah.
what was your bucket answer?
What bucket answer?
For
Dave,
the bucket
come on.
question,
Yeah, fucking bucket. Give a name for bucket.
What? We're past that
Dave.
question. We're 2 questions beyond that question.
Yeah,
because
but
you
they're not.
didn't answer it.
They're not letting you go until you answer it.
Does anyone have anything to shill?
I
Dave?
got.
Answer the questions. Wait, Quentin. We're not giving him any
No.
answers until he answers the questions. We're not
I don't
moving.
have-
We're staying right here.
I don't have a bucket list.
Okay, answer the next question.
What was the next question? Oh, I'll go for the tongue.
You have the list.
He's going for the
tongue
tongue.
or,
okay.
uh,
The
arm.
next question was that the
Tongue.
question?
Yes. The bucket. I have no bucket list, and I'll go for the tongue.
So did anyone actually?
Okay.
I don't suppose anyone said for their bucket list they want to buy one of Jim Baker's survival food bucket
Oh,
things.
buckets
He
of
sells
food?
to yeah, the things he sells to doomsday preppers for like extortionate amounts of money.
What about the last
No.
question, Dave?
That was the
I
last
would
question.
buy that
He
stuff.
did say that. He did say tongue. He did say that. I caught that.
Okay.
Right. Anyone have anything to shill?
No.
I have a stream with Math Pig coming up on Friday at 5, which I'm very
Oh, cool.
excited for.
And no one is subscribed to him because he keeps killing his channel. So there's his link.
Jenny, don't.
It will also be in the description for later. No one else have anything to shill? Nothing fun?
Not in the immediate future. No.
That's okay.
I'm just
Movie-
doing random
movie
shit
night.
right now. You'll know.
movie night on Friday night, as usual.
Tomorrow's show will be late. It'll be at 2 o'clock UK because I've got to go to hospital
Okay.
in the morning. So, other than that, we will see you bright and early. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, B. Thank you, Kitty.
Yep.
Thank you, Quentin. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
And we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye bye.
Peace.
All right.